It's time for a 2024 goal check-in. It's the end of the month, so it's time to check in on what progress did I make against the goals that I set at the beginning of the month. Which I don't know about you guys, but where did February go? January was like 6 months long, and February was like a week long. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so I am referencing a sheet here, so forgive me. So one of the goals was to utilize the bundle of done-for-you planners and journals that I have and have at least one planner up. Nope. Next goal was to do more with Amazon KDP. I came up with two different pen names for two different niches that I want to create content in. And so I did make some progress there. I created logos for them. I created social media accounts, and I created some domains because I really want to utilize digital marketing skills along with this, right? I don't want to just throw books up there and that be it. I want to actually create an email list, give some things away so that I'm able to market any new books that I do create. So I did create some domains for that. I also did create one coloring book and I published it. I'm just waiting to hear back from Amazon on whether or not it was approved. It can take anywhere from 1 to 3 days typically for them to review and approve a coloring book. Now this is, well, it's the first one from this pen name, but it's not the first one from my account. So I think typically the first one from a new account probably takes a little bit longer, but hopefully because I have other things published, it won't, but just not under this specific pen name. Hopefully it won't take too long. But I will say this is my first time using AI art in a coloring book, which is allowed. You just have to disclose it, which I did. But I'm hoping there's no problem. So we'll see. Next goal was to advance with the Amazon Influencer Program and my deals group. So I have made some progress with the group. I've been posting regularly and I am getting new followers, which is nice. I do need to do a little bit more to promote that book. Group. So one of the things that I said I was going to do that I did not was create a social media account to drive traffic. I have not done that. So, but like I said, I am getting some organic followers, which is awesome. I have not yet moved forward with the Amazon influencer program in terms of applying to be in it and all that kind of stuff. And it's just simply time. My Facebook group, I said that I was going to do a content strategy around that so that it just wasn't a group thrown out there. No movement there. Grow my TikTok account. I actually went through and I removed a ton of bot accounts, as well as accounts that look to be from third world countries that probably are not in my audience. They're not going to be able to purchase the items that I am promoting. And I really felt like it was hurting my reach to have so many of those accounts following me. So I did go through, and I mean, when I say a ton, I mean like more than 500. Fortunately, it does not seem to be impacting my ability to have my link. Because I was above 1,000. So hopefully that'll stay the case. And now I'm just being like overly scrutinizing when I do have a new follower. I look at them to see, does it seem like, they are actually in my target audience and not a bot and things like that. Grow my Instagram account, not a ton of change there. I still just have a little bit more than 100 leads there, or 100 followers, I should say. Grow my email subscribers. I did get a few more leads organically, which was always really nice. But I did not get into paid ads like I planned to. And again, it was just simply a time thing. I don't know where the month went. It really did seem like it just flew by. So I just didn't get into it. I did though join 2 lead generation sites. One is Leads Leap, and the other is My Lead Generation Secret, I think it's called. And so I did join those to help get additional leads. And then finally, explore utilizing AI more in content creation. I just haven't had the time to dig into it. And so I know it might sound like I'm making a ton of excuses, right? But this is reality. And this is why I'm documenting my journey. It's, I am still working full time. I am doing this on top of a full time job, as well as, having a life and things like that. So the reality is that sometimes you can have all the goals in the world for that month, but you're just not going to get there. So, but the important thing is you just keep going, right? You don't give up. You don't just call it a failure and, throw your hands up, right? That you just, okay, let's regroup and let's focus on what we need to work on. Did I set too many goals? That's certainly a possibility, right? You can only do so much, especially again when you are working full time. You do have to really manage that expectation and that time well. So now let's move on to what are my March goals. So I will say that a big focus for me for the month of March is going to create some faceless accounts. I came across a TikToker who has had a lot of success with a faceless account. It grew to like, I don't know, 500K in 60 days. And because of that size, then he was able to join the TikTok uh, beta creators, something where you actually get paid for views. Now there's all sorts of rules on there, but he can also then have his link in the bio that points to an offer, right? So it was very intriguing to me. So I want to create some faceless accounts for a few different niches. So for my books, I want to, again, as part of like the marketing strategy behind those, I want to create some faceless accounts around that. I want to do it. Well, I shouldn't say I want to do it. I have created these accounts. I need to create the content is what I need to do. I have created an account, a faceless account that is focused on entrepreneurship, and then one around spirituality. So, which I already had, but I want to flip it to, actually I already was faceless. So I haven't posted on it at all in a few months. So I kind of want to reignite that. So I think that's going to really be a focus area of mine for the month of March, is to get a ton of content created to kind of launch those channels in like either end of March or April. The good thing about these is that you can create content fairly quickly and easily. So it's just a matter of doing it, right? So I think that's going to be a focus of mine for the month of March, is these more faceless accounts. I'm still going to be posting here, but I batch create my content for this channel, and so I will have all of my March content created. So then I can kind of focus the rest of the month on creating the content for the other channels. So yeah, that's going to be a really big focus for me. An additional big focus are going to be KDP and Amazon. I really feel like I want to focus more on low ticket items that are more sustainable, are, I don't know, just I get them a little bit better. But understanding that they're not going to make me a ton of money. My goal is that they're going to make me money that I can then repurpose into paid advertising for my high ticket offers. I'm still going to be here. I'm still going to talk to you and hopefully, generate some interest here. But I'm just not seeing the movement like a lot of creators see, and a lot of people joining their programs. So I want to focus on, okay, how can I bring in some income passively that I can then repurpose into some advertising for my higher ticket items. And so on that note, I definitely want to do the paid ads thing. So hopefully at the end of March, I'm going to tell you, yes, I did place some ads. And then I really do, with the faceless account, I think it was just going to be natural that I will be exploring the AI content creation tools to help me with that. So So those are my goals for March. So let me know what your goals are.